Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Connor on Connor's Retribution Analysis. I've got a fantastic game of King of Nothing against Goreshade 4. And two general announcements before I start jumping into the game. First announcement is that I am going to be having a baby girl very soon, and I can't wait. What that means is there's not going to be many videos for a while. The second announcement is that I will be moving, which also ties into the first announcement. I will be moving, so I will be going to a completely different area in the state of Oregon. I will have a new meta, new players. I am very much going to miss my current group of friends that I play with. I absolutely love these guys, and that's going to be hard, but changes are happening. Big ones for me. I will definitely be coming back. I will be doing videos, and I will be playing more games, and I'll probably be doing more tournaments. And there's going to be a different variety, and probably, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess more meta lists. More, the big net list type meta lists. So that's news and announcements. I've got one game after this one, and then it'll probably be DEFCON 7 silence from me for a while. I'm not dead. Everything is fine. Everything's going to hopefully be more than fine. I just will, disappear off the face of the earth. So, okay. On to this. Goreshade 4 Shadows. Got a Daemon. That's cool, right? And I also got a Phoenix and a Chimera. One unit of Strike Force, Spears, and double Infiltrators. One of the Infiltrators has eiryss. Reason for one Strike Force is that I feel like the game is very hordes based, and the Strike Force are kind of hit or miss. When they hit pretty good, and when they miss, they're just kind of, every turn I'm trying to figure out how to make stinking points with them to make them pay for themselves. But anyhow, I'm playing against King of Nothing. He's got his piggybacks. There are a couple of proxies. The big proxy is, let me get my sweet brush. There it is. That's a Clockatrice. And of course, that's a Clockatrice. As far as other things, that's a Piggy UA. And there's another Piggy UA right there. This is the Neighsayer UA, Neighsayer UA, and Malady Man's running around here somewhere. There's two Malady Mans. Oh, that's what they are. There's a Malady Man, there's a monkey, and I already killed this Malady Man. So anyhow, he went first, he got up the board, and spoilers, I killed one of the Malady Mans. So I was looking at what to do with my Phantom, or with my Strike Force. I didn't really think about it a whole lot. I'm kind of feeling panicky into this matchup. So I decide I want to do a giant CRA, and I shoot one of the Malady Mans off the table to hopefully get rid of Desperate Pace and the stationary jazz that I really, really don't like. I keep Narn out of the ghostly Gorehound's threat range, and the spears are here to hopefully kill me some Gorehound that's over here. And I've got one spear hidden way back here, so if he does somehow remove all the spears, I can keep them safe. I put Dauntless on this unit of Infiltrators because I think it might keep them alive better against the sprays. And the Strike Force, I put clouds in front of them, so if the piggybacks do come into them, they will at least they're already mat 6, and they need 8s to hit, hopefully with the clouds needing 10s. The Strike Force can just jam them out for the rest of the game. Fingers crossed. Because I don't know how else I'm making points with them. Like, there's nothing really in here the Strike Force can damage. It's just like 20 wasted points, it feels like. So he already used his piggyback mini feat for make a full advance and then reposition 5 into shield wall. So because of that, I feel a lot better. He did it because he was worried about my Strike Force shooting down the piggybacks if they ran. In hindsight, thinking about that and his fear, it is a valid fear, but I feel like it's not very valid because the Twighlight sisters, I think I'd kill like 2 or 3 piggybacks, and I think he'd bring back 2 piggybacks. And that's not a good trade for me because I would definitely be losing those Strike Force. So his turn, not too crazy complicated. Piggybacks roll up into here and shield wall. Gorehound, I think, came through here and killed the spear, or the soulless escort, who is tied to the spears to trigger vengeance. So sweet. Clock comes over here, be's threatening, and stays out of the Infiltrator's charge range. Gorehound just hangs out over here, looking over to the side of the board, hoping to catch some sweet Infiltrator charges. Oh no! What has happened? There we go. And these piggybacks right here just advance up and do a shield wall. I think that's the Neighsayers all set up behind the piggybacks. And we have a board state that looks like this. So my turn. He also put out 2 clouds here. It's getting really difficult to pull our clouds off the board. So it's just sort of, they're just kind of lingering. Yeah, so my turn. My goal is to have Daemon pull all of these Neighsayers over to the piggyback and then remove them from play so the Twighlight Sisters can't bring them back to life. And then Chimera is going to go over here, and the Neighsayers can't be targeted by ranged or magical attacks because they're playing dead. And all my dumb elves believe that they're actually dead, which is just a really cool ability that they have on them that you just like, hey guys, we're playing dead now. And then they all lay down and you can't target them. But I can still get to them with blast damage and stuff. Because I do not want those Neighsayers running amok and just wrecking my heavies. So Chimera comes over here, and I also get the flag cleared off. And Goreshade does a Light of Wrath and puts it onto that Malady man. And I don't boost the damage on Malady man, but I boost it on the Naysayer. And I did not realize how tanky those stupid little things are. My goodness, they're like 8 boxes, armor 16. Very surprising since the Naysayers just fall over. But the UA, he's got the right stuff in the right places. And Malady man lives on 1 box and Naysayer lives on 1 box. And I had an opportunity to boost damage on the Malady man. I think I needed a 6 or a 7 to kill. And I was debating it, but I decided to camp 1 on Goreshade, and I pop feet. That 1 camp will be very significant. Spears come over here and kill Gorehound, and then reposition around. Narn goes over here and kills the little annoying freaking thingy, and then jumps back onto the flag. I take all my dudes with crossbows, I put some of them in the zone, and I just walk them over to the pigs. I really don't want retaliatory strikes, so I just walk them over there. Phoenix is just walking over here and hanging out, and Infiltrators go in and they kill some stuff, and they get in places and they kind of jam up. I clear this zone, so at the end of this turn, I score this zone, I score this flag, and I also contest this decently with the spears that are going to be triggering feet. This Mage Hunter Assassin, I put so that she is exactly 14 from this flag, because I'm planning on running her over there next turn. If I can ambush the Infiltrators, clear out some stuff, get rid of these piggybacks, because I'm guessing the piggybacks are going to come into my zone to contest, and that should leave that flag open so a Mage Hunter Assassin can just run over there and score it, and I can use Daemon again to clear stuff off. So that's a plan. Just I'm thinking scenario is my win condition here, because those piggybacks and Strike Force are basically just never going to kill each other. I can't do damage to his piggybacks, and he can't hit my Mage Hunter Strike Force. So yeah, that's how that is going, and that's how this is over here. So his turn, he's looking at this board state. He's getting kind of impatient. And he's like, let's do this. Let's go for an assassination on Goreshade. So the piggies start bulldozing all my strike force all over the place. And I don't remember all the details of this. This gets really, really complicated. But his goal is to get a spray from Clock, a spray from other Clock. Oh, sorry. This other Clock is right here. Spray from other Clock on Goreshade. And then have King of Nothing, Sands of Fate over to like a piggyback, and then do some spells to kill Goreshade. This Phoenix, I believe, has one focus on it, and Goreshade has 1 focus on it, and he is aware that that means Arcane Vortex. So that's what happens. Piggies move stuff around. Clock flies over the top of them. Assault spray and charging the Phoenix. It fails its charge, does not reach the Phoenix, but it does get the assault spray off and hits Goreshade with the boosted hit, paralyzing Goreshade. That was his condition. It's time to go in, boost the damage. I end up shaving it here after debating if I should save it for an Arcane Vortex. I shaved the 6 damage down to 1 damage. His other clock, after much bulldozing and stuff, finds a spot where it can spin and not be engaged in anything with its 2-inch reach, which kind of confused why it has that. Also sprays Goreshade. He hits him and he rolls really poorly. He rolls like a 3-1-1 for damage and only does like 2 damage or something like that, or 1 or 2 damage. Then King of Nothing, Sands of Fate's over, gets within exactly 5 of what's his butt, Goreshade, and then starts doing the Death to Dust spells, and he gets 2 of them off. I Arcane Vortex one of them, he goes with the other one, he boosts damage. He rolls pretty well, but Goreshade is alive on 1 box, and King of Nothing is on nothing. And I think he had 2 of those Death to Dust he got through, because I Arcane Vortexed one of them. And that's where the turn ends. His other stuff moves around, like the Gorehound comes in, and stuff comes forward. But we have a map that looks like this. And I scored 1, so the score is now 3-0. And so, obviously, Goreshade 4 can just go and murder the heck out of King of Nothing on a no camp. But I start debating, can I just move things around and like do pushes and slams and reliable things and like get a scenario win where I don't have to roll any dice? And I started looking at it, and then I realized that there's a chance that if I kill, did I get this picture right? Oh yeah, we did a little take back and he ran a Gorehound into this zone, and it's very significant for this reason. As I was debating this, he says he wants to run it in there. I let him, and then it's like, oh, if I kill that Gorehound, he can cast a spell, and King of Nothing can Sands of Fate to a safer spot, and my assassination falls off the table. So with that, I don't even want to screw around with the potential. I feel like I have an abundance of tools to get rid of him, even if dice completely fail on me. I asked him about his Arcana. He had Sacrifice and Ill Omens. Neither of them had Trigger. He also had his main Arcana. So Goreshade walks up there, boosts to hit, hits the attack, the charge damage, almost one-shots King of Nothing, buys another attack, and since King of Nothing's stationary, he puts him down into the dirt. I mean, then that was super easy. I don't know. I have an aversion to assassination runs sometimes. I've failed too many really high odds assassination runs that even when it's like a guarantee, I'm looking for win conditions that just don't involve rolling dice. And because he put that Gorehound into the zone here, I didn't feel like that was on the table anymore. Because I needed to score 1 more zone somewhere. And I wasn't going to be able to... You know what? I could have actually. I could have taken these Strike Force and I could have pulled them out. I could have put Ghostly on Phoenix and he could have just run around here to get right to that zone and touch that zone that's over here. And that would have scored me the 2 points that I needed to win the game. So, wish I would have looked a little bit better at that one. That would have been a great backup plan for if Goreshade somehow failed or King of Nothing got away, or if I somehow screwed all that crap up. So, yeah. I do not like this Grimkin list at all. Piggybacks are ridiculously hard to kill. And the Neighsayers with the Twighlight Sisters and the new UA seem really good as well. And Clockatrice just seem ridiculous. I didn't even try and kill Clockatrice here, but what if I had? Like, they just seem so freaking ridiculous to kill the 3-inch placements and trying to get them surrounded. I really like the Malady man. I really like where Grimkin has ended up. I think they're very good. And I'll take this win while I can get it because holy crap, I think Grimkin's in a very good place right now. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to be having a baby.